Hi,
Hi, how are
how are you?
you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you. My name is Matus.
Nice to meet you, Matus.
Nice
My
to
name
meet
is
you.
Sophie.
Sophie.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Where are you from, Sophie?
I'm from the United States.
Okay, nice to meet you. I'm from Slovakia in Europe, but
Hi.
it's a small country, but I am now currently living in Austria.
Oh, okay. Well, I do know Slovakia because I have students from Slovakia and the Czech Republic. So
Oh, okay.
it's a very, and I've been to your country because my best friend's mom is from Slovakia and Czech before the country
Oh, okay, yeah.
parted. So
Yeah, yeah. It used to be Czechoslovakia before.
it used to be, yes, and they got married back then,
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia, yes.
What
So, mhm.
cities did you visit? Oh,
Oh, well, we came to Bratislava,
okay, yeah, capital city.
and yes, and I've actually, and to a small village, which much as I don't remember the
Yeah,
name.
it's
Yeah, but I do tell all my students that I've had the best white hot chocolate in Slovakia. I've
yeah.
never had them, and good food, of course, but the hot white chocolate really stuck with me. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
Okay, so how can I help you?
I don't know. Actually, this is my first experience on Cambly, so I'm a little bit confused because
Ah,
I didn't know
welcome.
how does it work, everything. So yeah, this is my first lesson ever, actually. So we can talk
Okay.
about
Well,
something,
welcome to Cambly.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, would you like to tell me something about yourself?
Yeah, actually, I want to improve my English because I like travel and I think it's a beautiful language and we can communicate with other people. I want to also go to US and to Canada. I've been to Canada actually last year. I
Oh,
learned
wow.
English there, but I haven't speak since I leave, since I left Canada.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's almost 7 months, and I'm forgetting a lot of vocabulary because it's hard to maintain the language
Yeah.
if I
Mm-hmm.
don't speak. So that's why I decided to speak again with someone from like doesn't matter from US or from Australia, from
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like with the English speaking
A
English
native
speaker.
English speaker.
Yeah,
Well, that depends on what's also easier for you. Is which accent is easier to understand? Is the American easy to understand? The British? Because for me, I don't understand the Brits, and I have friends that are British. So the Australian, I have friends who are Australian. What? Sometimes I don't even understand them.
yeah.
So
Um,
I make a lot of fun of them, Matus. A lot of fun.
yeah. For me, I like the American English, American
Okay.
accent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right. And are you planning to go abroad just for travel, or are you planning to move when everything settles down and we're back into normal circumstances? Or
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
just, yeah,
I
okay.
in January this year I applied for working holiday visa to Canada, but I think it's not happen or I don't know. It will not happen.
No, no, I'm sorry about that, Matus. I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry.
okay. Um, but I was planning to go to Canada, to Vancouver, and to find some job, but mostly for like enjoying the time there, like for 1 year,
Okay.
because I think I can improve my English much better when I can speak every day.
Hmm.
And also like to have um, adventure
Yeah.
there, like to go to
Mm.
Alaska and because I
Okay.
love nature, like the mountains and everything. So it makes me happy.
So do you like hiking or skiing
Yeah,
or
I
trekking?
I do hiking, I do skiing, mountain biking,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, stuff like the outdoor stuff. I like
Mm-hmm.
most. Right now, I would like to buy a paddleboard.
A
Paddleboard.
paddleboard.
Yeah.
Oh, how
So
cool.
yeah,
Okay.
I see. Because there is a lot of lake here in Austria, beautiful
Mhm.
lakes, and I just want to wake up, take my paddleboard, and go somewhere, like enjoy the time, like yeah.
Well, have they lifted? Because I do know from friends that they've lifted some restrictions in Austria. So are you able to go out now? Because a few weeks ago, it was difficult for everyone. It still is. I live in the Netherlands, so it's still difficult for us here too. But
Um, yeah, I think there is they are slowly released the measure,
lifting.
lifting
Yes,
the measures.
restriction.
Uh, it's like secure and monitoring. They are
Hmm.
monitor us, and they told like the Austrian people they were care they took care of their life or the health,
Yes. Well, they
and
were. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, and they were disciplined, so we can move step forward now,
Hmm.
and the border they stay closed.
Hmm.
And it's funny because I live in a small village, in a small town here, close to German border,
Hmm.
And one day I was coming back from my work, and I have to go through Germany with the highway because it's the fastest way.
Hmm.
So I took the this direction, and that was actually the day they set the um, guard on the border. So they stopped me and escort me back to Austria.
They escorted you.
Yeah, with a
Well,
police
that's
car.
cool in one sense, but that's awful in the next sense. Okay,
Yeah, but
that
I
they
but I
escorted.
felt like a president, like very important person.
That's that's why I said it's cool in one sense, but awful in the other because
Yeah,
that's it. You're locked in the house and you can't do anything, and
yeah,
it's
it was awful in the way like I remember my parents they used to told me about the communism in Slovakia and
yeah.
like Czechoslovakia, and the border was also closed, so it was difficult. They couldn't step, they couldn't move, leave the
Mhm.
country, and that was actually first what came to my mind.
Yeah.
So I can now realize how difficult was the time back in the time, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, because now you like Europe, it's a Schengen, it's everything is open, like there is no
Mhm.
border, there's no guard, so it was very comfortable.
Yeah.
And now I think also the young people they are realizing like how everything can be more hard, or I
Difficult.
don't know,
Yes.
difficult. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Many years. Oh, I'm actually Greek American, so I've been living in Greece before I moved to the Netherlands, and I remembered that my husband and I went to back then when it still existed, the DDR, between
Oh
West
yeah.
Berlin. Oh, what an experience! And I do understand. I mean, the whole mirror thing, and the passport, and the lights in your face, and
Yeah.
guns in your face. So it's a creepy, awful experience,
Yeah.
and it's for the younger generation too. Yeah, well, for all of us, it's a difficult time because I grew up in New York. You grew up in Slovakia. You've had your
Mhm.
freedom to go around the countries and visit. Things are different. Our generations are different than our parents' generations that were
Yeah.
more tied down. And I don't know. It's many people have many ideas about this virus. So
Yeah, because we didn't realize the freedom we have.
mhm,
We could
yeah,
travel. I travel like just with passport in
Yeah.
2017 to US, like for 1 month. And also now to Canada, I've been there 6 months, and without any obstacles, you know. And
Yeah.
I even bought a car there, and I traveled to US,
Yeah.
and I didn't have any problems. And now everything is changed.
Yeah.
Everything has changed. Yeah, and
True.
we uh, who knows how long will it last, or how long
How
does it
long
take?
it will last? Yes. And the word is obstacles, so you know
Yeah.
how to pronounce it. Okay. I agree with you, but I believe that 2020, the year is lost
Mm,
for all of us in that sense. And here in the Netherlands, in Greece, they're, lifting the restrictions as of today, but everybody is mad because they have to wear a mask. My mom, my in-laws, my friends, they're all, furious with this. Here, we don't have to wear masks. So, but
oh,
they call it an intelligent lockdown.
mhm,
But they're like the Austrians, the Dutch people. They follow the rules. I have to say that they do follow the rules, but I also am Greek, so I kind of, fight against the rules. You're Slovakian, you kind of not really with the rules. We have that kick from our culture, and I'm
yeah,
like, what? Not go there, not go there. But you follow the rules. But I do have to admit that due to everybody following the rules, we're kind of being out of our cages. This is how
yeah.
I've been feeling lately, Anyway, okay. So can you tell me what kind of work do you do?
Oh, I did because I quit the job recently,
Okay. Mhm.
and I worked in a tracking company, like with the transport.
Okay.
And I don't know how to explain. We track the cargo, or
Yeah,
yeah,
logistics. Mhm.
and yeah, I quit the job recently in end of April because I wasn't satisfied. I began on in January, and I just give a try, you know, because after Canada, I didn't have any job, so I have to find something. And I speak also German, so I decided to go back here in Austria. I used to be here before, and I wanted to improve my German language, but also English, and that's why I was looking for a job where I can use these both of these languages. But I use just German language, and it was very difficult for me to maintain this English, like English language. So, and
Mm.
also I didn't like the job because uh, I spoke with anybody, you know. There was just silent, and we were focusing on job, just for job from 8 to 7 to 30, you know, like
Yeah.
whole day. And
No talking, huh? No
yeah, not
talking.
talking, yeah, not
Yeah, I
communicating.
know.
Like just
Mm.
you have computer, you have to work, and just yeah, do your job. I understand, but I am a young, you know, and I think it doesn't matter if I'm young or older, but that's not for me.
It's a part of our culture.
Yeah,
I understand because our cultures are very similar. Because with the Slovakian students that I speak with, the Czech students, Polish, I find now that our cultures are very similar, and we're people who like to talk.
oh,
I cannot imagine sitting in front of a computer all day and not speaking to anyone. Okay,
yeah,
well, this is my job now, but that's not me. So I understand. So have you started looking for a new job position? Do you know what you want to do now with the circumstances? Because Canada, I'm so sorry, but I think it's going to be very hard.
yeah.
Maybe next year, but this year, Matis, I don't. see it. I do hope. I
Yeah,
do wish that you can go to Canada and start your life there. But I don't know. They're telling us forget vacation time.
yeah, it's okay because I like also photography, and I
Ah,
decided to give a try with real estate photography,
hmm.
and also like more focusing on the online world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to make a graphic design, for example, or some websites. Because I can do this stuff already. I know how to use the Adobe program, like to make graphic or website. Or yeah, but I haven't. I did this just for myself, like mm, for my pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
now maybe I can take it more seriously in this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how many days I will be home or like without job, but
Unemployed.
I'm optimist.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So
Good. Another human being who's optimistic. Yay.
yeah, yeah. So I'm enjoying actually this time because it was sunny. It's been raining now like since 3 days, but
Yeah.
before it was sun, and I was hiking every day with my dog and with my girlfriend, and also uh, like discovering this area because I'm new here, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Great.
also very nice to be here in this time, like to be optimist and yeah.
Oh, I know. I know. I've got everybody around me miserable, and I'm the only one telling them, you know. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
But it seems that we're having the similar weather because we've been having sunny weather for a month and a half here in Holland, and now it's been raining for the past 3 days. So
yeah,
I do understand. Okay, well, this sounds great. If this is your passion, you know that everything is shifting. You can see that work is shifting from, unfortunately, face to face and company to online. You
yeah,
do
yeah,
see that. That's one of the things that is changing in our lives from here on forward. So, this is a great opportunity for you. And if this is your passion, I mean, you should definitely go for it.
yeah.
Something
I
that,
will go. I will
yeah,
try.
it's in the future.
And
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Um, Now we spoke about the measurements or measures, and now I realized that we didn't speak that um, we can go actually shopping
Yeah.
since May 2nd. So, but we have to wear a mask and everything, like to keep standard, to keep distance, like 1 meter.
Self distancing.
Self
Yes.
distance. Okay, self distance.
Yeah. It's called self distancing. Yes.
And what about
So,
Netherlands? Like, it's the same or?
no, actually, we've been going shopping to the supermarket, but you don't have to wear a mask. That's why they
Oh,
call it intelligent lockdown. I'm still trying to understand this, but the stores closed. I have a mall close to my home, and I haven't been there in over a month. And I went 2 days ago to pick up something, and I was surprised to see that all the stores were open. But Matis, I found it, and I even told my mom, and I've told every. I found it. I found that the Dutch people do follow the rules. I have to admit that they in every store they have stickers on the ground where you hold the self distancing, which is 1.5 meters or 2 meters, and everybody was respectful to the other person. Even in the supermarket, I do it myself
hmm,
because I need to respect the other person as they are respecting me.
yeah.
But we don't have to. We haven't worn masks. They've been washing the shopping carts, disinfectant
Hmm,
and um, but I heard the government say the other day that they're thinking about maybe if you're going to take the transportation system, trains, buses, or whatever, you need to wear a mask. I don't know. This is all I've heard, so I'm not really sure. But here, you see them walk outside, as I do with my husband and our dog. We're together.
Yeah.
We were together anyway before, but now you see it more often because you would see couples that were arguing, and the woman would. Now they're arguing together.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of fighting. So, but that's about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
So things are.
how long have you been living in Netherlands?
8
8
years.
years. So do you speak Dutch or you just...
I learned Dutch. Yes, I did learn Dutch, but I don't speak well, I don't like the language, so I refuse to speak it. So I make everybody speak English. I
okay.
can't. I don't like. I can't. That
Yeah.
goedemorgen, hele, goede. I can't. It just bothers my throat.
Yeah. It was.
So,
I had the same here in Austria because I didn't learn German before, and I had to learn from like the beginner, and it was
yeah, me too.
very, very, very difficult for me. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I had to, because I haven't speak English also. I used to learn English in school, but it was a different time, and we didn't have the quality of the lessons, like of the English lessons. And I also was young, so I didn't pay attention as well. And yeah, but we had just 2 hours per week, and it's
Yeah.
like nothing.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. But I do know the situation, how it was in Slovakia. So it was very difficult. You had to choose between Russian, and then I think it was German back then,
Yeah, German.
the languages. Yeah. But I do understand. Look, I did this. I'm the kind of person that only sticks with one person. So I went through 3 tutors. The one tutor was Turkish, Dutch. I did not forget that. I was 3 hours walked out with a headache. The next, the next man just refused to even say one word in English, and I said no. And then I found a teacher who is retired, and she taught children,
Oh, okay.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she speaks very slow and very clearly, and she spoke English. That's how she spoke to me. But I was very frustrated with the Dutch language as the German because they say everything in reverse. In English, we say, I will go to the supermarket. They say, I supermarket go.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
The
German.
supermarket says, yes. The cashier says 45 euros. They say 54 euros.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it was very confusing. But yeah, I learned the language. I can read, I can write, I understand, but I refuse to speak it.
Hmm.
Literally refuse to speak it.
Yeah, I totally get
No.
it because it's very difficult. I can imagine. Like I came across to Dutch tourists here in Austria, and they speak also sometimes. Some of them speak also German. I think mostly the Dutch they are close to borders, or I don't know if everyone.
Yeah.
And but I heard like family they had the conversation in Dutch, and it was like, oh my god, like I don't want to
Mhm.
say I don't like the language, but I think it's very
Oh,
difficult.
I'll say it.
It has to be all very difficult to learn the language.
It is. It's one of the, I have to say, difficult. But I find myself surprised before the situation when we would go to Germany because we have friends in Germany or shopping. And I sometimes would pick up what the Germans would say and I go, oh no, I understand German now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, Matisse, very quickly because our time
Oh,
is
okay.
running out. I wanted just to say that your English is good.
Uh,
You do make a few grammatical mistakes, not major,
mhm.
minor, but I believe with conversation, as we just had a really nice conversation, I think you'll do
Oh,
fine.
okay, thank you.
You just need to
Yeah,
practice.
I will.
Okay.
Okay, so nice to
It
meet
was very
you.
nice to
Hope
meet
you see you
you.
again.
Yeah,
Have a nice day.
I will send you my schedule. Maybe you'd like to. All right, take care.